Hi, my name is Juan Zapata. Today, we're going to give you a glimpse of our campus and tell you what makes Anderson so special. Right now, we're standing in our newly built Marian Anderson Hall, which was opened to students in January of 2020. Here, let me show you your classroom. So, a little bit about our courses. As a first year, you're required to take your core curriculum during the fall and winter quarter, and then in the spring quarter of your first year, you can select from 150 different electives to meet specialization requirements or take anything of interest. Additionally, you can take classes across the UCLA system. What makes Anderson so unique is that some professors utilize the case study method. For me, that's really special because it allows me to learn from my peers and professors in an open dialogue. Another thing that makes Anderson so different is that first years are required to take the Parker Career Series, which is taught by the top-ranked Parker Career Management Center. Part of Parker's secret sauce is that they prepare second years to show first years how to land the internship they want. Second years are also here to help you transition to the academic life.
So let's talk about the academic setting. A lot of students are nervous about coming back to campus after being away for such a long period of time. I know I was, but Anderson is such a supportive and collaborative environment, and your classmates are all eager to get to know you and work with you. Let's go check out the library. So Anderson was built on the pillar of shared success, and the Rosenfeld Library was also built to encourage these physical connections. Normally, this library is very loud, buzzy, energetic, and full of students working with their core learning teams. Speaking of your core learning teams, you'll be in here a lot. If you notice the pods situated along the edge of the library, these were built to facilitate your learning teams. We'll come in here to work on projects such as casework, field studies for when you're in your AMR or BCO projects in your second year, and also just your core projects. Before you even come to Anderson, you're put into these learning teams according to the most diverse grouping possible based on your professional background and your gender. And this learning team experience is what makes Anderson so special and unique. So let's go explore the accelerator. So during your second year, students have the option to choose between two capstone projects. You can either choose the Field Study Project, which is a consultancy with a company or a nonprofit, or you could choose the Business Creation option, otherwise known as BCO. So that is where students form teams to create business or a viable business plan. The really cool thing about BCO is that students can gain access to the Anderson Venture Accelerator. The Venture Accelerator provides students with tons of resources, such as proof of concept grants, legal guidance, mentorships, and marketing resources. The Rosenfeld Library and the Accelerator are just some of the many resources that Anderson has to offer.
Hi, I'm here to talk to you about the club experience here at Anderson. We have over 50 professional, identity, and interest clubs that play a huge role in your social life and your professional development, providing career guidance, exclusive networking events, and helpful trainings. When I came to Anderson, I was excited to get involved with tons of the clubs on campus. I joined AnderTech, Entrepreneur Association, Women's Business Connection, Admissions Ambassador Corps, Outdoor Adventure Club, Wine Club, Public Speaking Club, and I'm an ally out at Anderson. While the professional clubs help you to land that dream internship, it's the other clubs on campus that put on all the fun events, like the Meet the Winemaker event that the Anderson Wine Club puts on, or the weekly guided meditations hosted by Yoga and Wellness. The point is, there are essentially limitless clubs, leadership experiences, and events to get involved with here at Anderson.
About events at Anderson. Here we are at the Grand Salon, a brand new event space in our new building. Members of the Anderson community, our students, faculty, alumni, and staff all come together here for events, conferences, and meetings. When I first arrived at Anderson, I was really surprised at the ton of events we have across a variety of programs and interests. Now let's go check out our larger auditorium, the Corn Convocation Hall. And here we are at the Corn Convocation Hall. It is the venue for our most large presentations, orientation sessions, speaker events, conferences, and guest speaker panels that we frequently have at Anderson. As you can see, here are these flags that represent the international diversity we have here at Anderson. If I have to pick one place on campus to take a photo, it would probably be here because it reminds me of how we have come from different parts of the globe and become one community. This is also the place where we host the heavy hitters of the corporate world, the likes of leaders from companies such as YouTube, Nike, and Disney here in this very space. The campus really becomes the place where we see these incredible people whom we have looked up to as inspirational business leaders.
And so another thing that makes UCLA Anderson great is we're part of the broader UCLA community. Coming from a small college myself, it was really important to have that big school feel, and I certainly get that here. Whether it's central campus resources like access to the law school or medical school, or legendary facilities like the Wooden Center, where we'll often see professional basketball teams coming through to practice before they go to play the Lakers. But beyond that, because we're located in Los Angeles, we also have tremendous career opportunities for our students. First, being in an urban hub, you have access to the financial sector, consulting, any type of service you would imagine. But on top of that, we have big name companies like Snap, SpaceX, and Mattel. And of course, how could we forget Hollywood's right around the corner? And so I really think LA has everything you could want for your career and for your life.
Living in LA is pretty awesome. Anderson students live in a mixture of student housing that's provided by UCLA or apartments that can be found in various LA neighborhoods such as Westwood, Sawtelle, Brentwood, and Santa Monica. I personally live in Brentwood, which is about 10 minutes to school and 10 minutes from the beach. It's really the best of both worlds. I lived in New York prior to Anderson, so being able to walk to certain restaurants, coffee shops, and workout studios was important to me in selecting an apartment location. I like to say that Anderson has the culture and community of being in a small college town with the access and opportunities of being in a diverse, large metropolitan city. Some of Anderson's key social events each year include Anderween, our annual Halloween party, the snow trip that happens each December, UCLA football tailgates, and Ander Prom. So now you've seen the campus and the highlights of LA living, but it's actually the things that you can't see or touch that make Anderson different.
It's the openness of the Anderson culture.
It's a second year spending hours prepping a first year for an interview.
It's the idea of shared success that becomes a part of who we really are.
It's the pay it forward mentality of our students and alumni.
It's the chance to become part of another family.
It's the beautiful LA weather.
It's the people.
Come join us.
Come join us.
Come join us.
We hope you can join us here.